Welcome back to Stanhope Auto Repair Center. In part 1 of this series, we diagnosed a 2017 Volkswagen Passat GTE hybrid that came in as a complete non-runner. The fault code was P0867-00, transmission fluid pressure function restriction due to low pressure. We confirmed through live data that the mechatronic pump was running continuously, drawing 40 amps but unable to build any oil pressure whatsoever. In this video, part 2, we are going to dismantle the mechatronic unit and find out exactly what is causing this pressure loss. This is a very rare procedure and I want to document every step clearly so that if you ever face a similar problem, this video can help you. Before we begin the disassembly, I want to explain what happened between part 1 and part 2. After removing the mechatronic unit from the gearbox, we contacted a company called ECU Testing. They initially promised us that if we removed the mechatronic and sent it to them, they would be able to diagnose and repair the fault. Based on that promise, the customer transported the mechatronic unit to the ECU testing. After 3 to 4 days, ECU testing came back to us and said, "Unfortunately, we cannot find the problem." In my professional opinion, they did find the problem, but because this mechatronic unit is not available as a separate component, it can only be purchased as a complete assembly. A new complete mechatronic unit from TPS, the genuine Volkswagen Audi Group parts supplier here in the United Kingdom, was quoted at £4,000. It appears that once they realized the individual faulty part was not available separately, they were unable to offer a repair solution. This is unfortunately a common situation with modern transmission units. After ECU testing returned the unit unrepaired, the customer took the mechatronic to another specialist workshop in Birmingham, a DSG transmission specialist. When the unit came back from that workshop, I noticed that the pressure accumulator was loose. The customer was told by the workshop that there may be a crack somewhere, causing the fluid to leak and preventing pressure from building up. At this point, the vehicle had been sitting on my ramp for over 2 weeks. As I only have one ramp in my workshop, this was causing a significant problem for my business. I initially refused to dismantle the mechatronic unit because the torque specification for this internal screws are not published by Volkswagen. Additionally, some of these screws may be single-use items, and replacements are not available separately. However, with no other option available, and with the vehicle blocking my only ramp, I agreed to carry out the disassembly. I want to be very clear I accepted this job with zero liability, and I strongly advise any technician considering this procedure to be fully aware of these risks before proceeding. This vehicle is fitted with the CUKC engine and the DQ400E, also known as the ODD dual clutch transmission. We will now begin dismantling the mechatronic unit. The first step is to remove the screws securing the transmission control unit to the valve body. There are 15 screws in total on the top section, plus an additional 3 screws securing the oil pump at the rear. Pay very close attention during this stage. There are several different screw lengths, and it's absolutely critical that you keep them organized and note exactly where each screw came from. I am marking the location of each screw as I remove it, so that during reassembly every screw goes back into its correct position. You will notice there are also screws with a different head type. These require a different bit to access, as the standard bit is too thick to fit between the surrounding components. Take your time at this stage. Rushing the screw removal is one of the most common mistakes made during this type of disassembly. As you can see, I am laying the screws out in order and grouping them by length: the longest screws, the medium length screws, and the 2 shortest screws. Without the oil pump screws, we have 13 screws from the main transmission control unit. Including the oil pump screws, the total comes to approximately 15 to 16 screws. So let's start dismantling the mechatronic. Okay, first you are going to remove 15 screws from the top, from the transmission control unit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and I think three hours here for the water pump. And three screws here, three screws are here. Okay, this is for the at the back of the, this is for the oil pump, which go to the back of the oil pump, and I'm going to put that in separate bay. This dark gray color or black color, approximately dark gray color screws are here, and these are the lengths. Okay, one is here, and I'm going to get different type of bit. So this, the head of the bit is too thick, it cannot go here between these two edges. Okay, as you can see, 4 of them have this length. Look, this is the smallest one that, so I'm going to mark this screw, put it right here. This is also too small, as you can see. Oh my god, variety of screws. Okay, we got 3 with that type of length and 2 very short. So, okay, as you can see, I have marked the short screw places where those 2 screws go. And also, as you can see, this have taken out from here. This is the longest screw, so I'm going to put that here. Okay, maybe some screws at the back as well. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe so without the oil pump screws, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I counted
With all screws removed, we can now carefully separate the transmission control unit from the valve body. Apply gentle, even pressure. Do not force these apart. The unit should separate with minimal resistance once all screws are out.
As you can see, there are 3 locating towers with small O-rings. These O-rings are critical sealing components. Note their position carefully. These O-rings are responsible for sealing the fluid passages between the transmission control unit and the valve body. A damaged or displaced O-ring in this location could contribute to the pressure loss we diagnosed in part 1. The gaskets between the layers are also visible at this stage. These gaskets will not be reused. New gaskets must be fitted during reassembly. Handle everything extremely careful at this point. These are precision components and any damage will affect the performance of the transmission. We now have two additional screws to remove. These are Torx T25 screws securing the solenoid layer. One screw is located on this side and the second is located on the opposite side. Once these two screws are removed, we can carefully lift the solenoid assembly away from the lower valve body. The solenoid valves control the flow of transmission fluid to the clutch packs and gear selectors. A faulty or blocked solenoid can restrict fluid flow and cause exactly the type of pressure loss fault we are investigating. Inspect each solenoid carefully for sign of contamination, debris, or damage. Keep all components in order and in a clean environment. Even small particles of contamination can cause significant damage to a transmission. We are now deep into the disassembly of the valve body. This section involves carefully separating the individual layer of the valve body assembly. As you can see, the mechatronic unit on the DQ400E is made up of multiple layers, each with its own gasket and sealing surfaces. During this process, it's essential to keep every component clean and protected from contamination. I'm working methodically removing one layer at a time and inspecting each sealing surface as I go. If you are carrying out this procedure yourself, I strongly recommend using a clean length free surface for lay each component on and covering any open fluid passages immediately after separation. At this stage, we are looking for any obvious signs of damage, cracks in the valve body, worn bores, and damaged O-rings or blocked fluid passages. The pressure loss fault code P0867-00 points directly to the area of the transmission. Any crack or restriction in the valve body, even a hairline crack that is barely visible to the naked eye, can cause a complete loss of fluid pressure. We are taking our time to inspect every component thoroughly before drawing any conclusion.
the three are the same, this towers. Okay. Now do this side. Okay, we have dismantled the valve body. So first layer is the transmission control unit. Second layer is solenoid and plus oil pump, and the third is these two layers as you can see. So there is a gasket between this two layers as well. So as you can see, each of them has this part number. So the bottom layer is C, marked C, so ODD 325066C, and the upper layer here is ODD 325065E. The bottom is 066C and the upper layer is 065E. So this is the vehicle that we have removed the mechatronic and dismantle it, and as you can see, GTE 2017.
We have now successfully dismantled the complete mechatronic valve body assembly. Let me walk you through what we have here. The first layer is the transmission control unit, the electronic brain of the mechatronic system. The second layer contains the solenoid valves and the oil pump assembly. The third section consists of two separate valve body layers with a gasket between them. Each layer carries its own part number, which I want to highlight for anyone searching this transmission. The bottom valve body layer is marked ODD 325066C or 0DD 325066C. The upper valve body layer is marked ODD 325065E or 0DD 325065E. These part numbers are specific to the DQ400E transmission fitted to this 2017 Volkswagen Passat GTE. At this stage, we have completed the full disassembly of the mechatronic unit. In the next video, I will show you what we found as the root cause of the pressure loss and whether we were able to carry out a successful repair. If this video has been useful to you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. I'm a level 3 City and Guild qualified auto electrician, a level 3 IMI hybrid and electric vehicle technician, and I have been running this garage since 2012. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in part 3.